king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Tannehill. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And the
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Keys. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Keys. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again, Tannehill. And caught left side, Olsen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Number 47 on the carry. Logan Ryan on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 13. Titans nothing.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Derrick Henry on the handoff.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The tackle made by...
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back to the running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
On the tackle.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their team.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monstrous sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, that drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Keys on the slant. This is Chark. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
First down, Jaguars.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Keys. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
13 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Lambo to add on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable here from the 38. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Keys, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Throwing again. Keys looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. operating from the gun. Keys, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Keys. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because of that.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 27.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A gain of 20.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
From the gun on third down. Keys. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Lining up for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Pass incomplete.
Tannehill's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
47 Mike.
To throw is Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
1st and 10.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Timmy Jernigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Tannehill. Underneath, he's got Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Push him back. Mike, 53.
Throwing to start the drive. Keys. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Jackson.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Cut 19. You can't block that.
Back to throw. Keys on the check down. He finds Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Alvin Kamara.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Derrick Henry.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's good.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to
another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there.
8-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. They'll
contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And Olsen over the middle. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th
you'd say an afternoon. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Alvin Kamara.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Keys. And Eifert has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
It's 2nd.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Keys. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Keys. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, because it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.